What's up? Drive time. Drive time with Super Mike. What's up, family? With this talk, I thought I would go over some of my favorite YouTubers. So I love to have informational subjects, content, people from YouTube. I'm a pretty big consumer. And I want to go over some of my favorite people, content creators on YouTube and business people. And not just content creators on YouTube, but also just leadership, because this is black leadership. So I'm going to name some names. I'm going to do a little clout chasing. And I'm a small fry, so I get to do that. I get the clout chase. Yeah. Anyway. So I want to wish everybody peace, the love of God. And I'm a Muslim, so I say, in the name of Allah. And I want to say peace to the family. You know, Hotep, Abadagani, and all of the good greetings from the original family of the planet Earth. So, you know, what made me think of this is we have the nature of black folks. We are very appreciative to folks who give us truth, because our nature harmonizes and vibrates when we hear truth. And it's actually amazing. It shows the nature of the original family of the planet Earth. And even, you know, other people who are not black. I mean, human nature is to harmonize with some truth. But we really do. I mean, in our right state, or even near to our right state, black folks, when they hear some truth, we're appreciative of that truth, and then we have an affinity, or we kind of latch on to the individual who spoke that truth. Now, once an enemy acknowledges and finds out this fact, this principle of human nature, and especially of the original black family's nature, then we have the development of things called propaganda. So it's like a rat to cheese. I mix the truth in with my falsehood. I need to attract you. Sorry, fam. So I will tell you facts, and you'll say, damn, that's the truth. And I'll tell you another fact. Damn, that's the truth. This guy is smart. And then, in these truths, the first few truths I'll tell you, it may be easy to verify. And then I'll tell you something that is pretty tough to verify. But you have no reason to doubt me, because I told you truth for the other times. And so you accept it as truth. Which actually, in general, for human development, it actually works better. It actually is a workable, but you still have to be careful of the enemy. But actually, belief is actually more productive. People who understand the value of belief, because you are not in a position to verify all facts. But sometimes you need to act upon the truth before you can actually verify that truth. Sometimes you need to act upon truth before you can verify the truth. And that's the reason why parents, sometimes they just force the children to do as they are told. because that child is not in a position yet to verify some facts. And then they need to behave or act upon these facts or these truths so they can benefit from the proper choices before, and then later they can verify or adjust some of the understanding. And that's actually a survival strategy for human beings, and you'll survive longer, even though you can be led astray. And so, and I say that to say this, as you're talking truth out there and you're in the YouTube universe, what happens is people begin to they look at you, say, oh, you know what, that's a great perspective, I like that. You say another good thing, that's a great perspective, I like that too. There's nothing wrong with that. And the problem is, this is the problem. All of us as human beings, we make mistakes. We may have an analytical error, or we may have an emotional error, or some reason why we may really believe a thing, and we'll speak it because we truly believe that thing, but it doesn't pan out the way we explain it, because people are a little different. So we got principles, and then we got some things that are they are isolated per person. So we have to be careful of that. And what I wanted to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and go over a little list. So I think of course, I love the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, Honorable Elijah Muhammad. These two, Master Farad Muhammad. These two people, their word, I don't care whether you think or not, these two, if I said something and believed something in the past and they said something different, I'll change my thought and learn into understanding of what those are the only two I'll do something like that for. Now, I don't say if I don't understand something, I'm going to question it and I'm going to research it, but I'm going to believe it, and a belief does indicate a degree of not knowing. But I'm going to believe it even before I can verify it. But I will seek to verify. Now, I don't think anybody else will get that from me, but my other content creator, I love Dr. Boyce Watkins. I love my brother T. West. I like Nyla Says, Vicky Dillard. I think I got... Oh yeah, I love Lisa Cabrera and the Royal Family, and Redirecting. I like them. And then I think I'm trying to get on to some other people. Of course, I like Cynthia G, because she be heating. Cynthia G light some of the lazy brothers up. But Professor Black Truth, Jason Black, even though Professor Black Truth got on my nerves a couple times, but that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. These are people. And I think that's my main ones that I listen to and that I kind of like. Content creators. But I appreciate all people who seek to, and I like Michi X. I appreciate all people who seek to Tariq Nasheed, of course. And whoever, Sonnet is alright. Dagger Squad, y'all alright. Ali is good. I like Ali. Brother Ali. And so those are my people. Now, just because I like people, except Minister Farrakhan, Honorable Elijah Muhammad, just because I like you, if you say something that's kind of, necessarily agree with, I'm not going to cut you off. I'm just going to say, okay, I got to research that. Okay, especially if I have a good reason not to agree with it. In my mind, if I feel I have a very good reason to not agree with it, I'm going to just, I'm going to say I do not agree with that, and I'm going to keep it moving. And I'm going to, and the great thing about YouTube and the internet is we get a chance to probably throw our opinion out there, which is great. And, that's what we do. It's just like maybe 3 years from now, somebody will throw their opinion out about this video too. But, that's how I do it. One of the things I want to talk about specifically, and it's kind of the reason that prompted this subject, is, YouTube, they don't like us radical, YouTube, Facebook, when the white man sees that their world is crumbling, instead of just trying to do the right thing, they know why the world is crumbling. You can't have an imbalance of one energy, which is negative energy, destructive energy. Can't have that imbalance, too long. It's going to flip back. And the white society has been very destructive on our planet, not only in terms of people and human destruction, but of course in terms of ecological destruction and social and all kind of they're just a people of destruction. They enjoy it. They just love destroying, killing. It's great. It makes them feel that maybe they are more powerful than God, because God creates, but to be able to destroy, to them, that's their purpose. That's their power. It shows their power over creation, But, so they love to ban people. So they banned Professor Black Truth. And he re-uploaded one episode, which I guess I didn't hear that when he first put it up. But the brother dissed Minister Farrakhan inside that episode because he had I guess they had this code where they're going, they're trying to exclude people, black people, even black folks, who descend from non-American enslavement, non-United States enslavement peoples. And that's, in theory, it's on one level, but only. That's really only one level is important for them to really do that, in my opinion. But that's a development, and I don't have really too much against it, but it's going to create a bad division. But that has to play out, because people who convinced on that level of an agenda, you can't hardly tell them too much. But the brother dissed Minister Farrakhan, in my opinion. And I'm seriously, for y'all people who don't like Minister Farrakhan, I can't understand it. You call yourself trying to build power? That is not smart. Professor Black Truth, I'm not sure. And that's another thing. And he dissed Afro Synergy, which is T West, a little bit. And T West dealt with him a little. And T West made some good points. You can't. I understand what Black Truth is saying. He just wants to be the voice to kind of stir up the pot. But that's good. But we got voices stirring up the pot. The white people, white society who really wants to find you, they know who you is already. They already know who you is. We don't know who you are. So if the enemy wants to kill you or destroy your situation, they can take you out and put a voice in there that sounds just like you. if they wanted to. You're just a voice to us. So T West actually made a good point. Brother, show your face. Come out and play. T West said, come out and play. Yeah, bro. I mean, Jason Black doesn't say, I really don't have a problem with them not showing their face every day. It's because Lisa Cabrera, and I mean, I don't have a problem with that. Because, people talk shit. Just like, I'm the toothless wonder right now. But I'm just a little small fry right now, so I don't care. But, we got... It makes no sense to be serious. You can't be serious. I don't care if you disagree with the mother plane, you disagree with the 50,000 years ago, you got kinky hair in the jungles of East Asia, and you disagree with the Dr. Yaqub story, the creation of the white man. You can disagree with all of the things that was given to us as a religion in the Nation of Islam. You can disagree with all that, and that's legitimate, just like Dr. Henry Clark did. He disagreed. But what Dr. Henry Clark did that was, I think, very divisive, and it's going to keep producing problems. He was wrong. In the history, we can look back in history and show who had the better plan for black folks. If you want to compare Farrakhan's plan for us versus Dr. Henry Clark's plan for us, and most of the stuff that both of them agree for us is power. But Farrakhan showed us how to get power and keep power. Really, his teacher, Honorable Elijah Muhammad, showed us how to get power and keep power and grow power. And that's a big thing that that Professor Black Truth speaks about, is power. That's what we got to get. Now, the Nation of Islam is not as powerful as our enemy, the white people. But at this moment, in power that we can see on the level that we are at, we're more powerful than the enemy right this moment. But our people can't see that power because they don't believe in the same amount of levels. But the Nation of Islam shows power. Farrakhan is in power. You look at Farrakhan, you see power. It may not be what you think, but in the power that Farrakhan shows is not destructive of black people. And that means that the black folks, they know. They have zero fear. Criticize Minister Farrakhan, criticize the Nation of Islam. That we're not going to come against you in any physical way. We're going to come at you the same way you came with us, with words. That's how we do. Because guess what? We can sit, the Nation of Islam, all black people are a part of the Nation of Islam. That's how we're taught. So we settle our disputes with our people in a civilized manner. That's how we settle our disputes with our people. That's how we do it. And it doesn't matter whether you believe or not. That's what we believe. And that's how we do it. And that's power. And you can criticize all day. I don't care what you talk, because the talking, it threatens the enemy. Because white people, their society is based upon falsehood and lies. So they are extremely threatened by talking. And that's why they'll cancel a channel like Professor Black Truth, or they'll try to ban Minister Farrakhan from a little Facebook post and freeze his Twitter account, little kid stuff. But, that's what white people do. Whatever. But when you go to start chopping away at your foundation, it's extremely stupid. It's stupid. And one last thing about that. This is the thing. And the reason why that because I like that brother, Professor Black True. And I mean, he's very powerful. But I mean, we can't help. We gotta ask, hey, you know, brother, why? I mean, we don't know why you're scared to show your face. You ain't showing nothing. You ain't even showing a picture of yourself. You're showing a lightning bolt, which is cool. But you know, but yeah, you can't be trying to chop down the foundation of power. That's the tree that we're gonna grow around. That Nation of Islam is the weapon that that is the weapon that we use to dismantle the Christian brain psycho weapon that the enemy gave us, that had us, you know, in a trance for like 12 or 15 generations or more. That's the Nation of Islam. That's what we use to destroy that trance. Doesn't matter whether you believe or not. That's who first took it to the Christian, the Muslims, in a strong way. Marcus Garvey was a Christian. He was a Catholic. Well, Noble Drew Ali was a forerunner. But our people, we didn't know nothing about Islam at that time. We didn't know anything different from what the white people taught us, which was the Bible. But now, whether you believe in the Nation of Islam teachings or not, you know something wrong with that Bible, the way that they teach us. You at least know that. You got to have that around. If you are not smart enough to understand how religion